A community is shattered. Another school shooting has ripped through the halls of an American high school, this time in Antioch, Tennessee, a suburb of Nashville. Gunfire erupted at Antioch High School on January 22, 2025, just before noon, leaving 2 students dead, including the shooter, and others nursing injuries both physical and emotional. The sound of gunshots echoed through the school cafeteria, forever scarring the memories of those who witnessed the horror. The idyllic image of a normal school day was destroyed as fear and chaos replaced routine. Students and teachers alike ran for their lives, seeking safety in classrooms and closets, anywhere they could find refuge. The piercing sirens of emergency vehicles soon filled the air, a chilling soundtrack to the unfolding tragedy. This tragedy serves as a grim reminder of the vulnerability of our schools and the ever-present threat of gun violence that plagues our nation. The question on everyone's mind is a haunting one. How could this happen again? The victims in this senseless act of violence were young lives cut tragically short. Jocelyn Correa Escalante, a 16-year-old student at Antioch High, was fatally shot by the gunman. Her bright future, filled with hopes and dreams, was extinguished in an instant. One student suffered a graze wound from a bullet but was treated and released, physically scarred, but alive. Another student, caught in the panicked rush to escape, sustained a facial injury from a fall and was treated at the scene. The physical wounds will heal, but the emotional scars of that day will likely linger. The shooter, identified as 17-year-old Solomon Henderson, also a student at the school, died by suicide at the scene. It was around 11 a.m. when the sound of gunshots pierced the air in the school cafeteria, a space typically filled with laughter and the chatter of students. 2 school resource officers were present on campus but were not in the immediate vicinity of the cafeteria when the shooting began. As investigators work tirelessly to piece together the events leading up to the shooting, the question that haunts everyone is, why? What drove Solomon Henderson to commit such a horrific act? Police are meticulously examining his online activity, social media accounts, and personal belongings, searching for any clues that might shed light on his motive. Thus far, no established connection has been found between Henderson and Jocelyn Correa Escalante, leading authorities to consider the possibility that the gunfire was random. The investigation is ongoing, with authorities conducting interviews, reviewing security footage, and following every lead in an attempt to understand the factors that led to this tragedy. The search for answers is critical, not only to bring a sense of closure to the grieving families and community, but also to identify any potential warning signs that may have been missed. Understanding the why behind this tragedy could be crucial in preventing similar events from occurring in the future. In the wake of this tragedy, the state of school safety measures at Antioch High School and across the nation has been thrust into the spotlight. Antioch High School, like many schools, had implemented security measures such as school resource officers, security cameras, and controlled access points to the building. However, as is often the case in the aftermath of such a horrific event, questions arise about whether these measures were enough. The fact that a shooting could still occur despite these precautions has ignited a debate about the effectiveness of current security protocols. The school district superintendent has vowed to explore additional security technologies, including the possibility of implementing metal detectors. The debate over balancing security measures with maintaining a welcoming and supportive learning environment is a complex one, with no easy answers. The impact of this shooting extends far beyond the walls of Antioch High School, sending shockwaves of grief and anger throughout the community and beyond. Parents rushed to the school, desperate to reunite with their children and hold them close. A family reunification center was established at a nearby church, where the agonizing wait for news was punctuated by tears, hugs, and prayers. The community gathered for a candlelight vigil, seeking solace in shared grief and demanding action to prevent future tragedies. State Representative Shondell Brooks, who tragically lost her own son in the 2018 Waffle House shooting, renewed her impassioned calls for gun control, highlighting the urgent need for legislative action to address the epidemic of gun violence plaguing the nation. The community mourns, but they also demand change.